with. We'll see Madison Cabell, sophomore out of Trahan. We'll get an open receiving from Coach and then any questions.
Well, thank you all for being here to chat with us a little bit. We're really excited to be here. The trip here was great. Everything has been first class, top notch, and we're just excited having gotten off practice right now to be on that field tomorrow.
For all three of you, does the familiarity with him and Brand mean anything?
What did you say? The familiarity of being here.
Oh, yeah. Being here for this is the third time actually for us. I think each year we've gotten a little more comfortable with where we're at. I know the first time we came here it was more of a learning experience rather than trying to get after it, and but this year it's a lot more of a calm feeling.
For sure, I agree with her. I've only been here twice, but I agree. Like, we know what the fans are like. We know what the field's like. We know everything about it. So I think that works in our favor a lot. So.
Yeah, the girls are comfortable. They were excited and already comfortable when it popped up on the screen that we were coming back to Tucson. And I think it's about as comfortable as you can get, regionally speaking, in the first round of regionals. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to play a hand in, coming out, being ready, knowing what to expect, and playing our ball from the first pitch of the game and kind of getting those jitters out last year and the year before, and hopefully keeping them at bay tomorrow night.
Obviously, the one thing your team, at least one of the things your team's known for is hitting home runs. What's the secret?
Secret is swing for it, no matter what the count, what the score. That's what we do. We talk about it every day. That's what we live and die by. Whether we're up by 5 or down by 5, we're going to keep swinging for it to either come back or to completely take over. And we literally live and die by the long ball. If we're hitting home runs, there's a good chance we're going to be winning that game. If we're not hitting home runs, then it might be a closer of a game. But yeah, that's definitely what we try to do from 1 through 9, top to bottom. Everybody in our lineup has at least 4 home runs, and there's a ton of people with more than that too. So, yeah, you're going to see us swinging for it this weekend.
When you're building a team, is that something you're doing by design, or just happened that this group of players all just developed into that type of power?
Well, we made the decision and the switch to change our swing style about 3 years ago, and so we completely revamped how we hit, the style of hitting, and the focus, and our drills, and that produces the long ball, that produces a good approach and launch angle to run the ball out of the field, and so it was the players that we had, we completely revamped it with. And then the players that we already had committed and that were coming in, they knew the system that we were under, and it's been fun. It's helped recruiting. It's helped, obviously. It never hurts to be talked about when you're leading the country in something like home runs. So it's definitely something that we taught the kids that we had, and then the recruits and the kids following that just kind of came in and picked up where we left off.
What made you make that change the swing?
Well, the game itself has changed. I mean, if you look, in the last decade, it went from pitchers' duels 1-0 to 1 games to more of an offensive-driven game. And, at St. Francis, my goal was to put us on the map. And what better way to be known for something than hitting home runs? And to me, the best hitters in the country play Major League Baseball, and that's how they swing. So why not emulate what they do? And yeah, I mean, it was 3 years ago. We had a ton of power. We were hitting a lot of that power foul, and we'd end up grounding out or something like that. And so I just our staff did our homework, and we figured out some things, talked to some people, made some changes, and realized that there's a better way to teach hitting, and we gravitated towards that. We adopted that. Luckily, our kids bought in, because it doesn't matter what us coaches say. If the kids don't buy in, it doesn't matter. And they bought into that idea, and they want to run it out. Every one of them. It's a challenge for who's going to do it first, and then it's like game on for who's going to do it next.
So you have to play away from home a lot. Does it help you once you get into this kind of scenario?
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, we spend our first 6 weeks on the road, and I think we only had 7 home dates. So I think we figured 32 nights in a hotel room is what our girls spent prior to even this weekend at regionals. So it's a comfort in knowing that we play well on the road. You know, it's not. It'd be nice to have the benefit of being at home like some southern and Midwest and Western schools do when their first 6 weeks they're at home hosting tournaments. But like exactly for the reason that you mentioned, that this time of year there's a good chance we're going to be on the road somewhere, and it's while it's not just another game, it is in that regard. It's pack our bags, get on the bus, get to an airport, let's practice, let's play. And so yes, I mean that definitely gives us the idea it's a bigger tournament but the same feel.
Madison, what do you think it's like for pitchers to face your lineup and have up and down the order, anybody can hit a home run? What do you think? How much pressure do you think that is for a pitcher?
I would say it's probably a lot. You really got to hit your spots because 1 through 9 or 1 through 8 or whatever, it doesn't really matter. And bottom of the lineup can produce just as much as the top. Abby, I mean, when we go live in practice and in our squad, I mean, it's the same feel for them, I would think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Obviously I don't hit, but I can say this enough. I'm so glad I pitched for this team and not against this team because I can't even imagine. Like, we don't have very many holes personally that I see in our swings because it's just so powerful. So I'm definitely glad I throw for them and not against them.
So I guess what it was like for you as a pitcher knowing that you have a lineup like that behind you to support you?
I mean, when you could put 5-10 runs up on the board by one swing, I mean that it makes me feel a lot better, and it definitely works and helps my confidence a ton. So yeah, I'm definitely thankful that they can do that behind me.
So how do you keep momentum going? You haven't lost in conference in a couple of years. You're on a 19-game winning streak.
I think our girls have an uncanny ability to be able to be in the moment and be where their feet are. And I know that's something that a lot of coaches in all different sports talk about, but I think it's something, the way that the Northeast Conference is designed is that you play each team one doubleheader. And so, if we play a team on Saturday, a doubleheader, another team on Sunday, a doubleheader, if you have a bad weekend, that's a quarter of your season. And so I think that's a huge advantage for our girls to learn that every game matters, every pitch matters, and that has taught them to really be in the moment and to not look ahead to other games or other teams. But I think that, that conference design has helped us tremendously, and I think that their ability to trust themselves, and if we don't come out and score in the first, the second, the fourth, the fifth, I mean, you'll see our team, we live and die by the big inning. At some point, it's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And I tell our girls in the huddle after a lot of games, like, they're way more posed sometimes than the coaches. The coaches are like, come on, let's have the inning. Let's have it now and let's not wait. And the girls are like, we got it, coach. We got it, coach. And sometimes it isn't till the 7th inning, but they find a way to get it done, and they're so even keel, and they believe in each other, and they believe that it's just a matter of time, and that time could be at any pitch, and no matter if we're up or down.
Because you've been in the tournament so regularly, like, do you think when people see, like, St. Francis on the schedule, they automatically think, oh, that's a home run team? Or do you think you guys have a brand now?
I think we do. I think that they know that we get after it in the box, that we're going to try and run it out. And I think that, like you alluded to earlier, their pitchers, they're focusing with them on hitting their spots because there's a good chance if they miss, it's going to go a long ways. So, and that's what we sit and wait for. We have to fight off and foul off pitches. We'll do that. Our offensive approach is it doesn't matter, what the umpire calls a ball or calls a strike. In a sense, we have 3 strikes to run the ball out of the yard, and that's what we're trying to do. So we don't get caught up in good or bad calls by the umpires, or what he calls doesn't matter. Our girls are looking for specific pitches that are individual to each of them, that they like, that they know that they can lift out of the ballpark.
These pretty good conditions for home runs. Thin air.
What do you think?
Weather.
You hit a little
I
bit
would
today.
say so. Yeah.
Who
That's
hits
pretty nice.
Hit the one hit the
building up here, but over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
over the scoreboard on the building.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, a couple over the stands. So, needless to say, they're going to sleep tonight feeling pretty good about how their bats were swung today. Hopefully we can say that tomorrow.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.